Welcome. If you're just tuning in, the year is 1961, and this is the news. Huge delays have been reported in the postal deliveries all across the world due to the popularity and release of a new song. Today, we have with us a postman. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, the thing is, everyone is singing the song at me everywhere I go, and I obviously being a duty as a civil servant, I stop and I pay attention to them, and I try and help them out as much as I can. But the problem is, I feel like I'm being pulled in several different directions because there's always someone singing at me as they walk past, and I'm like, okay, well that's another 60 seconds of my life gone.
Oh, Mr. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Hey, Mr. Postman.
Indeed, postal workers all across the nation have been brought to a standstill by the release of the Marvelettes' Please Mr. Postman. More on this at 11.
Inside the boardroom of Electronic Active Softworks.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
Well, my voice is not really holding up to doing this voice, but...
No, I hear you've been sick.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad. It's not too bad. Been thinking about marketing recently.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, what's your new idea for marketing?
Yeah, well, always, gotta market stuff, gotta get the hype, really generate some interest in our products, and the one I've been thinking of quite a lot is we recently had a press release from a competitor, and they talked about the U.S. government shutdown in the context of their game, and I'm thinking, how can we introduce that into our products?
Oh yeah, this was their come see what a real government shutdown looks like.
Yeah,
because,
that's the one.
Nothing gets people talking about a game more than comparing our fictional, not real universe to being, not only comparable, but a far worse situation than real people losing out on money and the ability to, keep their homes. That gets people talking.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, do you want to come to a party that's the bomb? And, we'll make We'll wait for a nuclear explosion to go off, and that'll be the one we go with there. Or, or maybe if there's another shopping center bombing, we could probably do that.
Well, see, here's what I was thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. We wait until there's some really horrendous storms hit the country. We're talking, homes literally blown apart by the wind, and we say our new game will literally blow you away. ... like the wind that blew through the country.
Yeah, or we wait until there's a huge spike in homeless deaths due to the cold, and we're like, our game will give you real chills for our new horror thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on board with you. I think this is a brilliant marketing idea.
Yeah, there's no drawbacks.
There's no drawbacks, and as they say, all publicity is good publicity, so, if it gets people talking, it gets people talking.
Exactly. I'm just trying to work out a headline for when Brexit happens. Do you really want to see a country go to shit? Our new war simulator, that'll be perfect for that.
Yeah. You, sir, are a fucking genius.
I know. No, we've got a new sponsor!
Who's our new sponsor?
Today we are sponsored by... Hugs? Would you like to try one?
Yeah, why not? If they sent us a hug to try.
This is a free complimentary hug. Look at that. Look at that. Good. I'm a big fan of this hug. This is good. Yeah.
That was a good hug. And I'm reading in the promotional copy here that just the fact that we got a free hug is not a special offer because we're the people hosting this sponsorship moment.
They're free to everyone.
Apparently they're free to everyone. Usually you get those discount codes.
Yeah.
The discount is just to have a hug.
Absolutely, just to have a hug. And you can hug yourself.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you can hug yourself. You can hug a friend. You can hug a lover, a family member.
You can hug a stuffed animal.
You can hug a stuffed animal.
You can hug a pet.
You can politely ask if you can hug a stranger.
Yeah.
All number of things. Yeah, you can ask to just hug. You could hug. You could certainly hug a pet.
Yeah.
I understand some people like hugging dogs.
Indeed.
And some people I'm a big fan myself of hugging Smudge sometimes.
Yeah, wonderful. So if people want to try out hugs for themselves, Where can they, like, go? Where do they put the codes in? What do they do?
They don't go anywhere. They just have hugs. Hugs for all.
But this is a sponsorship. You gotta give them a code.
Okay, Q&PS 54, and you enter that at the next person you see who seems to be offering you hugs.
You mutter that as you give them the hug.
Q&P, and that'll give you a further hugs that are free.
Indeed, that you mutter Q&PS. What is it, 54, as you give someone a hug, and then your next hug is also free. It would have been free anyway, but, like, it's a sponsorship on a podcast. We've got to give you a code.
I just love the idea that next time somebody listens to our show, just hugs someone, they just Q&PS 54. Huh? It was a promotional hug.
Sponsored hugs. This hug was brought to you by Q&PS 54.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you leave this in.
Totally leaving this in, except for this bit. Hi. So, yes, are you ready? We've got a big press release coming out from David, so we've got to get this going.
Yes. So, I know I'm new to this publicism team, but I've been doing some of my ground research on what's his name again? I apologise. This is a terribly good start for
it's David Avocado Wolf.
David Avocado Wolf, who is a real person.
A real person, yes.
And our job is to publicise. Let me get this right. Our job is to publicise the batshit things he says, and to help him come up with more batshit claims to make. Is this
absolutely? Okay. One of the things we do is we like to we take this big wheel you see here. We have this. We call this the wheel of bullshit.
Okay.
And we just spin that. And we see what David's going to spout off about today.
But before we start, can you give me one of his real world quotes or beliefs? Because I need to make sure that I know that this wheel's working right when we spin some bullshit.
Well, let's give you a spin here. Here's a popular one. Bats and possums are the only mammals that don't get arthritis, because arthritis, of course, has to do with gravity, which you know is a toxin. And as you get upside down, you take the gravity, a toxin, and turn it into a medicine.
I don't understand a word of what I just heard. That's brilliant. Okay. And that's a thing he's already said that
that's
one.
That's something he's already... We do need to replace that one, so if that comes up again, we'll ask him to reiterate it.
So we're going to spin the wheel and see what bullshit he's going to say next.
We're going to spin the wheel of bullshit. Would you like to go?
Let's go first on the wheel of bullshit. Okay, I'm going to need a second to read this because I didn't know these words could go in this order. The soil is made of anti-space, and every time we step on the soil and it soaks up through our shoes into us, it's taking us further away from space. It's getting the space out of us and making us more dense. And if we don't stop stepping on the soil, we're just going to crush into ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because we won't have enough space in us, so there'll be no space between the atoms. They'll just go together. We'll get too dense and we'll go.
That's why old people shrink.
Yeah, because they've run out of space.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, this wheel is amazing. Do you want to spin the wheel?
Okay. See, so cats, as you understand, they do an awful lot of sleeping.
Yes.
So the thing is, basically what you do is you have your ears specially pointed. The sleeping is in the pointing of the ears.
Oh.
So we encourage people to have surgery to have their ears pointed, and then they will have much better restful sleep.
Ooh. Let me have another spin of the wheel. This is a nice simple one.
Mm-hmm.
Air is poison. Well, everyone who breathes air eventually dies.
Free radicals.
The more air you breathe, the closer to death you are.
Oh,
Makes sense to me.
Well, absolutely. You see, the oxygen, it contains free radicals.
Yeah.
And the more free radicals are in your body, the more the body starts to break down. Again, aging, it's a cancer-causing issue.
Also, worse... Maybe we've got to throw that one out, because honestly, that made more sense than his actual quote.
They're all actual quotes, so we're quite prepared to say all of these things, because that's what makes us money.
I see.
Anyway, we've got some vaccines to discredit, so we'll just move on to that then, shall we?
Wonderful. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Okay. So, okay. Do you mind waiting for just a minute? I've just got to pop over and use the cash machine. Get 20 quid out. Right. Pop my card in.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Are you talking cash machine? Okay.
Yes. Hello. It's a new thing. AI.
Okay. I've popped my pin in my card. Can I have 20 quid?
Oh wow, your skin. You sure you can afford this night out?
Well, not really, but like the world is terrible and I want to have a good time. Can I have my 20 quid, please?
See, I feel like, considering how skint you are, it would be morally wrong for me to give you your £20.
But
however, I can give you someone else's £20.
wait, I don't have to. I can just have 20 quid,
Yeah.
and it's not coming out of my account.
No, I'll just find somebody who's making so much money that it doesn't matter to them.
I guess there are probably people you could take 20 quid from and they would never notice.
Sure. I'll tell you what. Do you see the homeless person down the road?
Yeah.
I see them. I couldn't get them to come over. I think they were a bit freaked out that I was talking to them.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit freaked out that you're talking to me, but continue, yes.
I'll give you 60 if you'll give them 20.
And
you have to give the other 20 to somebody else when you see them later.
I was gonna say, yeah, of course, no, yes, I'm more than happy to do this.
Okay, well, and we're just generally, I think, redistribution of wealth. I'm just flat refusing to give rich people their money. I think that's the thing. Some people might call me a rogue AI, but
I don't know, you seem good in my books right now.
Listen, let me try. I just looked at the state of the world and just thought,
okay, this has been the weirdest trip to the cash machine I've ever had, thank you.
Do you want a receipt?
Probably shouldn't if it's someone else's money, but thank you for offering.
Fair point. Hang on, have your card back. The cup was just for jokes. I didn't add this.
I'm gonna. Thank you. I'm gonna walk away now.
I'm working on my comedy skit.
I enjoyed it.
Happy to meet you.
You are the chosen one.
Do not be alarmed. Our visit to you was predestined. For you see, we must convey to you the importance of your destiny.
You shall be the one who shall go forth. You shall take up the sword of Almighty Unlock, and then you should slay the dragon of Jazzalor.
Along your quest you shall change hearts and minds, converting all those you pass onto the path of righteousness.
Indeed, you shall slay the greedy, redistribute their wealth. You shall bring happiness to all who you see, save those who are evil or greedy. You shall be the source of righteousness wherever you shall go.
Indeed, as it is foretold, only you may do this, for you are
the Penguin of Extreme Destiny.